Mid-spring to summer finds this plant in bloom. It has frothy white flowers in tiny clusters at the end of the branches. It's extremely winter hardy to USDA Zone 2. The Redtwig dogwood is a fast-growing thicket shrub, growing in full sun or shade from 2 to 15 foot in height and is wide, forming a thicket by horizontal stems at the base of the root that grow from nodes in contact with the ground. Its thicket-forming ability is one of its best characteristics. However, you plant this, you can't fail. It's an easy-to-plant plant. It'll root in almost any wet condition. So keep it in mind if you need a streamlined plant. It also looks nice in your garden in this winter when you cut it back a little bit and you get the red stems in the winter up against a white snow. That makes a great background plant. So if you need Redtwig dogwoods, we have them in seedling, transplants, and also potted plants for you to pick up at our Fountainville, PA location. You can call us at 215-651-8329. Thank you. This video is brought to you by Highland Hill Farm. We grow and sell screening and buffering trees for privacy and sound barriers. The thickets provide shelter and food for a variety of wildlife species. A well-designed thicket will provide food sources, nesting sites, and protection from snow, ice, and predators. Thickets can be part of a restoration plan used to stabilize a stream bank or used to address an erosion problem. These plantings can also provide other benefits to landowners, such as a sight and sound barrier or as a windbreak. This video is about a plant we recommend for use in establishing a thicket.
A tree that we suggest for a thicket is the river birch tree. The river birch can grow in a variety of soils, from wet to dry. It is hardy. It can grow in adverse conditions, and it's easy to grow. And when you're planting a thicket, one of the considerations is you want a tree that's cheap. River birch seedlings are cheap. We sell river birch seedlings, river birch transplants, and river birch trees potted and balled and burlapped. We have a wide range of trees for you. But in establishing the thicket, most people start with a small seedling. We like to grow them in a number 3 pot, using 3 seedlings in 1 pot to form a clump. The river birch is best grown as a clump because it will withstand deer browse and deer rubbing better. Also, if we decide to sell some of these for landscape purposes, it's a prized tree when it's a 3-stemmed clump. The river birches that we sell are small seedlings that can be as small as 3 to 6 inches, up to 2 to 3 feet. The best size to plant in the landscape is probably something that's potted or balled and burlapped. But if you're going to plant a thicket, you want to buy hundreds of them and plant them in groups of 3 and do a mass planting. And I recommend that you plant them in straight rows so that you can mow up and down the rows and get adequate weed control. If you have any questions about river birch trees for establishing a thicket, call us at Highland Hill Farm. This river birch clump is approximately 6 years old.
One of the most appealing features of the birch tree is the bark, which, on larger, young branches and stems, is reddish to pinkish brown and peels off in papery strips. The exposed inner bark is gray-brown to cinnamon brown to red-brown. The bark of a mature birch is rigid and deepens to a dark brown. This tree is handsome without leaves because of its graceful silhouette and exfoliating bark.